Hi, this is my notes that I took on the 8 videos that you put in the link. Video number 1, how to start a speech. Tip number 1 is tell a concise story. So keep it short, about 30 seconds to a minute long. Um, Make sure that it has beginning, middle, and end, and a great story has transformation and growth in it. The second tip is ask the audience key questions. So make sure that the questions set up the main message that you're trying to give to the audience, and you can also enhance it by asking 2 to 3 follow-up questions. Number 3, share powerful quotes. Make sure to relate the quotes to how you're feeling the message and how you want your audience to feel. Number 4, interesting facts or statistics. The audience will feel more drawn to the topic if they feel as if there's more truth to it, even if you give a quote or anything like that, and they can look it up and see that it's true. Number 5, use visual illustrations. It'll help draw the audience in more to create a better understanding and help them just visualize what you're trying to say in general. Video number 2, how to speak with confidence. Don't sit back, lean in. Because if you sit back, you'll be seen as a minor role, and it'll be harder to make eye contact with you, and it'll be harder for people to see you. Number 2, don't ask permission, assume they expect you to speak. Because if you ask to speak, you'll be seen as a lower status. Um, Number 3, don't wait for an invite, wait for a short pause. So speak up on the pause, anticipate somebody about to finish, then jump in right when they finish. Number 4, don't assume others know you want to speak, clearly signal you're about to speak. Send a nonverbal sign that you're about to jump into the conversation. So you would lean in, inhale, point a finger up, and wait to talk if someone beats you to it, but maintain eye contact if someone does beat you to it. So if someone does beat you to talking first, just maintain eye contact with them, still be lean in, and keep a finger up if you'd like, which signals everyone that you are about to speak. The last, no, not the last one. Don't get long winded. Make a point clearly and keep it short. So just go in and out with your point, but keep it clear and short because it sounds more confident that way. Second to last one. Don't be dramatic, but stay composed. So stay speak up earlier before you feel pressurized, because once you take too long to speak and you have the opportunity to speak, you'll end up blowing up, talking too loud, being dramatic and all over the place, which it's kind of hard for people to follow that sometimes. And the last one, don't send weak nonverbal cues, show confidence. So high status people, when they're talking, usually give eye contact to other high status people in the room. After you speak, though, maintain eye contact with everyone else and keep your head up. So I think that the first video would really help people who are just struggling on how to start a speech, or for beginners just like this. And the video number 2 I just spoke about, how to speak with confidence, it would be most helpful for those people that struggle with speaking with confidence, speaking out, like out for everyone. Um, just like me, sometimes I struggle with speaking out more and speaking with confidence in general, and I really think that that could help. So, video number 3, public speaking for beginners. So, don'ts, rambling, complex slides, cluttered notes, and bad eye contact, because these can be hard to follow. You'll have a stiff body, and it's just hard to focus. It's hard for you to focus and hard for the audience to focus and get a grab of what you're doing. So, instead, some do's are keep it concise and organized, simplified and clear, simple slides like on a presentation, and maintain direct eye contact with everyone. Places not to look while you're walking around the audience is look over their heads, look directly at a camera, or just anywhere that you're not supposed to be looking. Um, you should be looking at people for about 5 seconds for every sentence. If After those 5 seconds, jump to the next person, maintain eye contact. Walk around, but keep it short. Another one is fidgety. Don't be fidgety because it can come off as distracting and nervous. Instead, keep confident posture and confident gestures, like move your arms around, but not too much. Last ones are don't speak too softly and use filler words like, as, but instead you should be confident with a loud voice and also use pauses. I think that would really help people, especially beginners, that struggle with public speaking, who don't know where to start. They don't know what they should and shouldn't do, and they're just looking on tips on how to look better while presenting. So the fourth video, public speaking anxiety tips. Number one, anxiety, nervousness are not signs of trouble. It means that you're nervous about doing something important in your life, which is always a good sign. Number two, you're about half as nervous as you think. The other half as is excitement. So talk to yourself as being excited instead of nervousness because you're about to do something special in your life. The third one is you do not look as nervous as you feel. Listeners can't tell how you feel. They can only see what is shown. So if you come off fidgety, nervous, distracted, stuttering, just all over the place in jambles, then that's how they're going to perceive you as. The last one is the spike of nervousness lasts about 60 seconds. It happens a little while before you speak, but slowly goes down after you start getting the ball rolling and have everything going how you like it. Another one is anxiety and nervousness are not barriers to doing an outstanding job. For example, many athletes they get nervous before the big games, for playoffs, or anything like that. But once the game starts and the ball gets rolling, literally and figuratively, then those nerves go away and they're perfectly fine. Video number five: public speaking anxiety tips, behavioral. Practice like crazy. So practice about 10 times to be prepared. And when that presentation comes, you'll feel prepared. Number two, focus on your message and focus on your audience, not yourself. So because focus your message to the audience because if you keep focusing like how do I look, how is the way I'm speaking, things like that, perfectionism can kill you. Not literally but figuratively. Um it'll affect you terribly. Um so another one is visualize the first 30 seconds as positive. It helps reduce spikes of nervousness. Picture positive things like a good crowd constantly smiling at you and everything like that, just to help ease those nerves. The last one is get there early and walk the room, which makes the space feel familiar, and you can also rehearse to calm the nerves while you're there. Imagine that there's a big crowd and it'll help calm your nerves. Get to know your audience beforehand. So, um, reducing uncertainty, reducing uncertainty reduces anxiety, and learn names and even mingle around with your audience to get a feel of your people and their interests. Last one is take deep breaths through your nose. It helps lower heart rate, blood pressure, and tells the brain to relax. So I think that the public anxiety speaking tips number four, that could help with people who struggle with getting nervous, easily tense up, and everything like that, especially obviously people with anxiety. People like that can struggle a lot with public speaking, especially me. And the video that I just talked about right now is for people who tend to get very nervous, maybe pace around the room, not know what to do, how to prepare themselves properly. I think that could help people like that, especially beginners or people just not knowing where to start in general. Video number six, how to analyze an audience for public speaking. So, audience questions: why should I care? What's in it for me? And what do I get out of this? So, that's what the audience will be thinking when they're listening to you, the speaker. So, the message to speak to them personally, take the audience centered approach. So, do not focus on specifically just the message and just not you. Focus on the audience mostly. Get to know your audience, their age, their gender, and what other demographics do you know about them. Their disposition towards the topic, interest level, and knowledge, attitude, and also take accountability of their interest level. Shape the message to them, not you. Explain the value of what you're saying to your audience so they can get a better understanding. Gather information about your audience by either surveys, questionnaires, days, weeks, months, hours beforehand, before speaking, and that'll help you um, better give out the message to everyone and what demographics you're speaking to. Um, Tailor everything about your message to the audience, like using examples, illustration, research, and even advice to help your audience. So I think that could really help for people who don't know what to say to their audience or wonder how the audience will perceive them. So my best tip is to just get a feel of your audience and their demographics, obviously, age, knowledge, all of that to help you better understand them. Video number 7, 5 tips to tell more memorable stories. Number 1, know the point of your story. Know the message of the story for the audience. So it just gives an all around feel of the story, and that way you're not just jumbled around everywhere. Number 2, tailor the story to your audience's problems or pursuit. Think about your what your audience is, what problems your audience is having, or what to do and what they want that I already have or that I've already accomplished. Because once they see that you already have it and already accomplished that, they'll feel more drawn to get their goal. The third one, manage your audience emotional journey. You don't want to leave the people with low emotions and not being able to unpack it. So you don't want to start your speech off with having big feelings and then moving on to something small after that and then another small thing. Instead, um, start off with the small topics at first, then towards the middle and the endish, that's when you start to use the stories that have big feel and big emotions. That way, you and your audience can have time to unpack it, talking about it on stage or even after. Um, Number 4, leverage the power of concrete details. So use the five senses to help visualize and connect the audience. Make the story pop. So use the way in your story, remember the colors, the tastes that you tasted in your mouth, the smells that you smell, the things you've seen. That way, the audience can help visualize and just remember and get along with those things. And the last one for this one is create drama. Every good story has drama. So, for that contrast, talk about how it was before you got there, then contrast it with what you did and what you did at the end to help. So, this video, 5 tips to tell memorable stories, can really help for those people who, when they talk and tell stories, they're jumbled. They go from point A to point D instead of going to point A to point B, like that. So, I really think that it helps, just like me. Sometimes when I tell stories, I jumble. I go from here to here to here to here instead of just getting my point across like that. So, the last video, video number 8, 4 tips for public speaking with an accent. Number 1, correct pronunciation. Open the mouth on key words in the sentence. So louder, longer, and higher pitch on the key words in a sentence. Number 2, slow down. Most people speak too fast to fit in. Stress keywords to help you slow down. Number 3 is non-native speakers tend to overanalyze themselves, worrying and being insecure. Like, is my accent gonna affect their hearing? Does my accent sound bad? Am I not pronouncing these words correctly? So that way, um, it you just shouldn't overanalyze yourself because no one's really paying attention to your accent. They're just trying to listen to you as a person, not your accent, not your ethnicity or anything like that. And the last one is next steps. Um, in the video, it says watch 21 professional English expressions you should know and analyze are how people are speaking. So I think that last video can really help with um, say like I have a grandparent that comes from she's an immigrant and this video would really help her because when she does try to speak English, sometimes her accent can get in the way and it makes it hard for her to speak. So I think that video can really help her get a better understanding and not feel as insecure and lost when she's speaking. Um, that's it.